And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. David's having his tea.
Abby, if you're watching, not Abby the camper.
I was going to say.
Abby Priestley.
Oh, what? Why?
Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, Thursday Thursday. Yeah, and I think they had a name for Thirsty Thursday.
It was fucking Friday.
Yeah. That's so funny. I'm just checking my Instagram because it doesn't seem to be.
What did they do?
No, it just doesn't seem to be going live, but let me try it again. Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good morning. It's bright and early, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here we go. Let's try that again. Nope, it's not coming up on my camera. Okay. Well, we won't be on Instagram today, that's all. Not a big deal.
Instagram anyway.
Yeah. I have my spectacles on this morning. Hey, how's everybody doing? We are heading towards the end of the week, and we are having a fantastic week, working really hard. We're doing a tile installation on this big, huge shower, and I can tell you right now that I am so happy that the air has finally cleared outside. We have had the worst humidity here in Maine for the past 3 days. It was brutal. Can't even breathe. Today, it's clear and crisp.
It's like walking through clam chowder.
Yeah. That made me laugh. Now I want some clam chowder for breakfast. But it was thick as pea soup, as they'd say in the old country. But anyway, gosh, it feels so much better. I feel 100% better this morning already, just because I'm able to breathe. Yes, breathing is important. And you know, my post was about breathing with your heart, breathing in with your heart. And what that means is basically you should be following your heart. We are not our thoughts. Did you know that? When you have thoughts in your head, and we usually have a lot of them, we're not our thoughts. Those are just thoughts that we have, that we come up with. We are our heart and soul here. So you should be following your heart and breathing into your heart and using your heart as a guide, not your head or your thoughts. If you use your heart as a guide, then you'll be able to have and create the life that you want to have. If you're using your thoughts, which comes from experiences, and it could be bad experiences or conditioning, we are conditioned through television and commercials and school and peers and all kinds of stuff to live a certain way. We think we have to be a certain way and live a certain way, and we don't. We can live however we want because we create our own lives.
Some of you guys are conditioned through Facebook. Yeah.
Yep. Oh. So if you think you have to do something a certain way or live a certain way, you don't.
Master Tree's mom.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Great to have you here this morning. Did you know that she has a grandson named Levi too?
No way.
So my grandson Levi is graduating from high school tomorrow night. He is 17. He'll be soon to be 18, and he's graduating, going off to college in upstate New York, and to play lacrosse and to do electrical engineering. So super proud of him, just as you are proud of your son, and Master Shriya Karshna, who is our mentor and we love dearly. So anyway, yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, up off your seats, up off your chairs. We're going to get warmed up. We have Sensei David Hills here, who knows all about the human body and how it works.
All about it?
Yep, and he's going to teach us some kettlebell training, which is great functional training. And here's the cool thing about kettlebell training. It doesn't matter what age you are. Nope. You don't have to start this at a young age. I'm not young. Will be 59 soon in the next 2 months, August. So it just goes to show that you don't have to be a certain. David's 53. He'll be 54 soon. You can start at any time. So don't think that you're, missed the boat if you're a little bit older like we are. You haven't missed the boat yet. And we're matching colors today. I like that. All right, if you could kind of step over a little bit over this way. Perfect.
All right.
And we're going to start with our hops. And these aren't just regular hops.
Really, I'm kind of in the middle of the mat.
Well, we need to move the mat over, I think.
All right, let's do
So we're going to do some studio change here. There we go. And voila, we're done. And we're back.
Okay, let's do some hops.
So these aren't just regular hops. You're loosening or letting go of your shoulders. So letting go of the grip that you have on your your neck and your shoulders, and just dropping your arms down as you come down. Bending your knees slightly as you come down, waking up your body, getting rid of that old energy out of the end of our fingertips.
Wow.
And karate chop, as we call it, or sort of like wicking water off your fingers. Bending your knees, flicking. Bending your knees slightly and dropping your arms down here too. It's just loosening your arms like two pieces of spaghetti. Just letting all of that energy go, all of the tightness from sleeping. I know that some people are from other countries, like the UK, so it's a little bit later in the morning there. I think it's almost noontime. Heart openers. So as we open up our arms, we feel the gratitude with our hearts of everything that we have in our life. And as we come around, we tap our body, which is, as we learned yesterday, the Qigong practice. And just waking up the blood cells. Yesterday after we did that body tapping, close your eyes a little bit and you can feel the energy in your entire body. It was really cool. And we're just going to do a little bit of a side twist here. Don't forget to turn your opposite foot. And we're folding at the hip crease. Tapping the body as you come around. Nothing like hitting yourself in the morning. You can actually bring your hands up and get the back of your neck too. That's really where I hold a lot of stress. And stress can be good stress or bad stress. It's still stress on the body. When you have a lot of things going on that are exciting like we are, it's still, it's fun and exciting, but it's still stress. And so you have to really pay attention to where you're holding that stress in your body. We're doing some neck circles, head rolls, or whatever you want to call them. And we're just going to gently loosen up the neck area. This actually feels really good this morning. Go the opposite direction. And just nice and easy, getting a good stretch in the neck. I could probably do this.
Look left and right.
Look left and right. And the other thing that a lot of people forget to exercise are their eyes. And you can do that just by sitting, if you've got a few minutes during the day, just look all the way up, look all the way down, do circles with your eyes. It is actually really important to exercise your eyes. Your eyes have a lot to do with your balance, your everyday balance, and they need exercise too. Shoulders circles or arm circles, and you can do this a couple of different ways. Now, I just saw a post by Mike Chang this morning. He does, what's the name of his exercise?
Flow training.
Flow training, yes, how can I forget? And in flow training, he does arm circles, and he was saying that he's been doing arm circles for 5 years, and he used to bodybuild and weightlift, and so weightlifting, a lot of times you get crunched up muscles. He couldn't even move his arms or his shoulders really because of really heavy weight training. He's been doing arm circles daily for 5 years and has no problems with his shoulders anymore, which is really, really cool. So it just goes to show you, even this little bit of warm up on a daily basis can help as you get older and as you age. And it doesn't take very long. Get you ready for your day. It's the foundation of your day. Hip circles, drawing a circle on the floor with your hips and making sure that you're really getting back and getting to all four of the corners. So you just go corner, 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 and really feel that stretch in the glute and in the front of the hip area. Opposite direction. As we talk about often, flexibility and mobility is really important as you get older. And if you don't use it, you lose it. So really, if you are older like we are, you should be doing at least these during every day. Knee circles, just lubricating all of the joints of the body. And you can incorporate your ankles in this. If you just lift your feet up a little bit as you go around, you're actually getting your knees and your ankles. Just getting ready to do a workout with the kettlebell. This actually feels really good. Felt like I was standing a lot yesterday. And I think it's the humidity. I noticed that my feet were puffy from the humidity. I'm just gonna adjust my camera.
Oh, yeah, could you grab mine too? Computer. Nice.
Here we go. Now we can see David. Okay.
All right, let's do some rolls.
So when we do these rolls, you're gonna tuck your chin, bring your abs in,
Curl your low back.
curl your low back, and you're just gonna, with momentum, and you can put your hands on the back of your thighs. And you might be saying, why are they doing this? What does this have to do with kettlebell? Well, this has to do with safety and with not getting hurt if you fall. If you're getting up and down off the floor, it's so much easier to get up and down off the floor when you learn how to do it correctly. Or if you're falling, if you trip and you go to fall, your body will automatically help you fall so that you won't get as injured. So that's why we do this as well.
Bring your feet in as close as you can. Reach through, grab the outsides of your feet and pull. Tuck your chin. Now, come up to a squat position. And use your hands to help you up.
I can use my hands?
Yep, absolutely. Right, and the more you use momentum, the less you'll need your hands.
This is actually a really good stretch for the glutes, the hips, the inner legs.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stretch this too while I'm down here. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Let's
I
do it.
think we're ready. I'm gonna get my water because I'm feeling a little thirsty this morning. It is Thirsty Thursday. And I have my water here. I'm gonna try to take my ring off. If you have jewelry when you're working out with a kettlebell, it's best to take it off.
Yep.
I learned that right from the early stages. So I take my rings and then we're just adjusting the camera back. Okay, we're ready to go.
All right. 2 hands on the belt. Seat your shoulders. Keep your back straight. Drive into the heels. Pick it up in a deadlift.
Grip with your toes into the mat, or the earth as I'd like to call it, and squeeze your glutes as you come up. Breathe. So if you inhale as you go down and exhale through your mouth as you come up, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth.
And
Let's
let's do some swings.
using,
one hand alternate back and forth.
and I'm using my core as the power to push the kettlebell up.
And to the rack. Press it overhead. 1. Bring it in. Again, press it. 2. 3. 4. 5. Change hands. Man, I feel very tired and sore this morning.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it in, set it down. I know. You can tell when it gets to the end of the week. You can feel
My energy today is
your body.
wanting. All right, we're going to do some low windmills. So we put the kettlebell to the right hand side, point our feet 45 degrees to the right, left hand on the left hip, right hand palm forward inside of the right thigh. Keep your back straight as you kick your hip back. Now look at your back leg. See how it's bent? Yeah, straighten it out. Grab the bell. Seat the shoulder, tighten your belly, and push the hip forward. Push the hip back. And 2, 3, 4.
This is another one that looks
Go
super
to 10.
easy,
6.
but it's actually,
7.
to do it correctly, to use correct form, it's actually not that easy.
10. Set it down.
Straighten your feet. Bring your bell over to the left. Turn your feet to the left. Hand on your right hip. Other hand on your left leg, thigh. And we're just going to practice kicking our hips over.
All right. Grab the bell. Tighten your belly. Push. 1.
2, 3, 4, going to 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Set it down.
Nice. Bring it back to the other side. Actually, sorry, bring it to the middle. We're gonna do the same thing, only this time with a kettlebell overhead. High windmill. Now, on this one, so on the first one, we're looking down at the kettlebell. This one, the kettlebell is going to be up overhead, and you have to look up at it. Don't let your arm bend. Arm has to be straight. All the way through the exercise. You can come down. On the way down, you can rest your elbow on your knee, or if you have the flexibility, bring the palm to the floor. Start with the feet pointing straight ahead. Swing the kettlebell to the rack. Press it overhead. Turn the feet 45. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Look at the bell. Down to the elbow on the knee. And 1. 2. 5. Pull it in. Feet to the front. Set it down. Change hands. Now, actually, before we do that, go back to the first side again. Hand up overhead. Turn the feet and go down as if you have the kettlebell. Yeah, actually, that's a lot better. So it's very easy to go here and bend the back. What we want is dropping this down. And it's one of those things that if I see it, it's only because I'm seeing it from the outside. It's very hard to feel it internally when you're doing it. So be very careful on that. Make sure the body is straight. Kettlebell to the rack. Press overhead. Turn the feet. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Looking at the bell. Keep your body straight. Coming down. And return. Two. 3. 4. 5. Pull it in. Point your feet to the front. Set it down.
So if you notice, I didn't go down as far as David, but this is the first time I've ever done it with a bigger kettlebell.
Oh, very good.
And I was able to look at the kettlebell,
Good.
and do it and do a decent job at it. I mean, it probably wasn't perfect, but it's the first time that I felt comfortable enough to use my big kettlebell up overhead doing that, very first time.
Nice.
So I'm proud of myself. Let's give ourselves a hand clap here, pat on the back. If you're challenging yourself, give yourself some kudos for that, because it's not easy to go beyond what you think you can do. So I'm proud of myself for that, because it's the first time that I felt comfortable with it up here, and I kept this tight.
And you feel it because you're tightening here,
right?
Isn't it?
Yep. And I'm moving my hips better, which has been an issue for me. So
I mean, it's
so
like
proud.
People talk about, walking and chewing gum. This is like walking, chewing gum, patting your head, jumping up and down.
It's really
there's a lot going on in this.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard, but it's like with anything else, you practice it. It is frustrating. I like to think I can do everything.
Well, you can.
So when I go to do it, like the first, when I'm learning how to do something, I want to learn it quickly, and sometimes that just isn't the way it is. You have to learn in a process. So be patient with yourself. It's not easy when you're learning this to be patient, but it's one of the things that it teaches us. It's a lesson. This is all a lesson. It's not, you don't get to an end. It's lessons throughout the whole journey of learning how to swing a kettlebell and how to properly use a kettlebell.
Okay, so we're going to do some full Turkish get-ups today.
Okay.
Now, we've been doing Turkish get-ups
I'm going to adjust my camera.
for a while now. Sometimes we do them all together as one exercise. Mostly we've been doing pieces of it. So, I'm just going to go over the form real quick so that you can see.
I'll let you do that.
Starting on my back, under gripping the bell, roll towards it, and press. Shoulder is seated. Kettlebell's in my left hand, so my left knee is up. This one is at 45 degrees. Push, crunch, press, plank. Now here, we bring the leg through and step and straighten. Now we're in our lunge position. Go back exactly the same way you came. Just like that. So I'm gonna move aside.
Good boy.
Under-grip the bell. 2 hands to press it. And at 45. Now, push into the left leg. Roll, crunch. Straighten the arm, good. Lift to a plank. Bring the leg through. Step 90 degrees. Straighten. And stand. Good. Going back the way you came. 1. And the hand. Step 90 degrees with the foot. Send the other one through. And back down. Very nice. Now, do a couple of them that way. Do 2 on each side. Nice. Lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Good. Nice. Excellent lockout. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it locked. Good. Good. 2 hands, pull it in, set it down. Talk about a lot to think about, huh?
Yeah.
Drag it around your head. And 1, 2, 3, lift. Way in with the knee. Good. Step, straighten, drop that hip.
I don't know what you mean.
Hold right there. Bring this point. Yes. Good. Nice. Good. Do a second one on that side. Maintain lockout through the whole thing. Fire the tricep hard. Yeah, keep that tricep fired. Keep it fired, keep it fired. Good, good. Now bring it way through. Nice. Very good. I can see you fighting to keep that tricep fired the whole time. It's easy to it's easy to let it go because you start thinking, okay, what's next, and it immediately bends.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, what have I got to do, and it bends again. So yeah, it's just a process.
And then making sure I'm kicking over and not bending down.
Right, and now what I'm seeing is that the hardest part for you on this is getting that leg through.
Yeah, and for some reason when I can do it without the kettlebell just perfectly fine. It's with the kettlebell I'm having, so I should practice with the kettlebell because I can do it perfectly fine. I can lift myself up and get the leg through without the kettlebell. It's with the kettlebell up here like this, I find it difficult.
So one of the things that you can do, and this is really what's happening is you need to bridge up as high as you can, right? This is where the problem is. So let's do this. Go ahead and take this bell. I'll take this one. Press it overhead and place the hand on the floor and the leg here. So this is where you're at.
Yeah.
Now, feel this point of contact.
Okay.
push that foot into the ground. Push, 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 and reach. And at the top, lift your hip and come back down. Again. Lift. Reach. And down. One more. Lift. And down. Pull it in. Set it down. Grip the other side. Press. Bring the foot, bring the hand. Feel that positive connection with the right foot and make your lift by pushing that foot into the ground. And return. Bridge up as high as you can go. One more. And down. Now, set the kettlebell right to the side. Start on this side again. Now, imagine the kettlebells in your hand in the lift. Now, here, bring this through and set it down. And let's go right from here, lift it up, and set it down. Lift.
Okay, so here's what's happening.
Yep.
When I do that, my arm comes down.
Well, that's understandable right now, but first we're just looking for the activation of the muscles to lift the hip up high enough. Right? And set. Good. And bring them through. So, okay, freeze. Do you see this angle?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah.
So I have to have my.
You have to have that shin, right? Your tibia has to be plumb. Just like when you press the kettlebell, you wouldn't press the kettlebell like this.
Right.
Imagine how hard it would be to press the kettlebell like this. You'd have to use all these muscles, which really aren't designed to hold that like that. Right? Yeah. Feel this pressing the heel into the ground and lift your knee. Yeah, yeah. Yes. There it is. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel how awkward that is?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is awkward. That's the point. You know, it's just a matter like everything else with this stuff, you know, with all of life. It's more than just your muscles that allow you to do something, you know. The way I describe it to people is that all your muscles do is shorten. That's it. They don't even lengthen. They lengthen because the muscle on the other side shortens.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. And I've heard that before.
Imagine like, you know the big hydraulic motors that activate a machine, like a dump truck or a backhoe or something, right? They're all connected to these machines. If you just took the motor, if you had a whole pile of hydraulic motors that went back and forth and they were activated, all you'd have is a pile of motors moving in and out. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
The only way they do anything is if they're connected to the structure of your bones, right? That's what allows you to make these movements. So what's important is to just to figure out how to properly allow the muscles to function. Because like I said, if you press a kettlebell, instead of pressing it straight up, if you press it out here, well, this muscle that's doing the press, that's fine. but it's these muscles that are going to be now in trouble. As long as it's pressing straight up, these muscles just have to balance it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Here, they would have to lift it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So what's happening is when you come up, instead of pressing straight into that and using these muscles properly, it's here and you're like, it puts all this torque on the knee and it's not, I can't lift that way. Mm-hmm. Here, that's much easier because it's lined up properly. But like you said, when you have the kettlebell in your hand, your mind goes to the kettlebell. And
try not to drop the big cannon.
And you forget everything. Okay, we're at 6:36. Would you like to do some swings?
Yeah, let's do some heavy swings.
All right. Grab your heavy kettlebell that you like to swing with. I'm going to sit this one out because my back feels a little funky. Oh. So let's do 40 swings.
That's a lot.
It's a 20-kilogram kettlebell. On your own, ready? And begin. 1, 2, nice one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18. Halfway. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Nice.
Wow.
Very, very nice, Miss Kendra.
Woo! Cardio. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy to have you here with us. We love you dearly. We love your support and all that good stuff. We hope you make this a fantastic day, as we will too. And we'll see you here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m., sending you all love, sending out special healing energies for anyone who may be suffering today, with special love and healing energies to my friend Aggie, who's in a hospital in Mexico, fighting cancer so bravely. And I know she's going to win. Anyway, taking some breaths here. Have a fantastic day, everybody. You will, because you make it a fantastic day. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.